So good evening, good evening, good evening. We are back again. We are going to talk about the greatest footballer I've ever seen in my life. He has jet-setted off to Miami. He has said no to $400 million a year. My goat don't need the money, baby. But anyway, before we talk about Leo Messi, the greatest footballer to ever have graced football in its entirety, make sure you are smashing the like button up. Thank you very much for over 11,000 subscribers. This channel is flying. So big up to everybody who has subbed to the channel. Appreciate it. Make sure you are sharing the content around. And feel free to donate by hitting the thanks option. Appreciate everyone who does. Don't forget also the main channel. I've got some videos popping out on there as well. As soon as you've finished watching this, divert yourself straight to the League Gunner channel. And you will find video about Declan Rice. So yeah, big up to West Ham as well, by the way. Fantastic achievement for them last night. They have actually had a better season than Arsenal, despite a million inverted weirdos out there telling you that no trophies are better than a trophy. Ignore these losers. Ignore every single one of them. We've already got predefined metrics in sport to show you success and define success. They're called medals and trophies. Arsenal didn't get any this season. West Ham did. Therefore, West Ham have succeeded. Arsenal haven't. It's pretty simple. Even a numpty could do it. But anyway, enough of that. And it is hammering down with rain today, so I'm not going anywhere. Don't go anywhere. And I'm staying in all day. So yes, you have got me 5 times today. Twice on here, 3 times on the other channel. But anyway, we're going to talk about the GOAT. This goes on for quite a while, so bear with me. I'm going to read the whole thing out. But he has left PSG to go to the MLS, to Inter Miami, who are currently sat bottom of the league, by the way. You know, we're getting to a little bit of the league table in a minute, but Messi, 35, left Barcelona in 2021 as a free agent, signing for PSG because they could not afford to register his contract with La Liga imposed spending limits. Barca were keen to bring the 7-time Ballon d'Or winner back, with coach Xavi Hernandez confirming their interest. However, they were once again in a similar position, unable to offer guarantees that the league will allow them to register new signings. Messi, and I quote, I really wanted to come back, he told Dario Sport after announcing his move to Miami. But on the other hand, after having lived through what I lived through after the exit I had, I didn't want to go through the same situation again, and I have to wait and see what was going to happen. I didn't want to leave my future in the hands of others. I wanted to make my own decision for myself and my family. Even though I heard in the media that the league had accepted everything and everything was okay for me to come back, there was still a lot of other things missing. I heard that they had to sell players or lower salaries or players that I didn't want to, and I didn't want to go through that, nor be responsible or have anything to do with that at all. When I had to leave, they also said that La Liga had accepted everything, but in the end, it couldn't be done. I was afraid that the same thing would happen again, and I would have to rush a decision like I did back then. Wow, Messi's openly admitted he had to rush to PSG. Messi agreed to contract extension in 2021, but it was emerged a week before the season that Barca couldn't afford to register the deal with La Liga. He had to quickly look for a solution away from the club where he had spent 20 years. He ended up joining PSG, won back-to-back league titles, but aside from winning the World Cup with Argentina, he said the past 2 years had been tough. He said I had to come to Paris, stay in a hotel for a long time with my family, with my children, going to school and still being in the hotel. Messi said, we never ever wanted to come to Paris. Jeez. It was very, very, very difficult, but the family supports me. It's a collective decision, not only mine. There is a tinge of sadness for them now because while it was hard for them at the beginning, they are now more adapted to Paris. It then continues, but I have just had 2 years in which things were not great for the family, but I didn't enjoy it. The month was spectacular for me when we won the World Cup, but apart from that, it's been a difficult time for me. Messi also had offers from Saudi Arabia and European clubs. He then said, I had an offer from another European team. I didn't even evaluate it because in Europe, my idea was to only go to Barcelona. I'm also at the point where I want to get out of the spotlight a bit to think more about my family. After winning the World Cup and not being able to go to Barca, it was time to go to the American League to experience football in a different way and enjoy the day-to-day, obviously with the same responsibility and desire to win. Wow, sounds like Messi's had enough. Sounds like he didn't like Paris. I don't blame him. It's a dump. It's an absolute dump. Yeah, anybody who's been to Paris, trust me, it is a dump, an absolute dump. But apart from the World Cup, it sounds like he wasn't having a great time out there, and it sounds like he just wants to just be left alone now. I think he's completed football. I think we can all agree on that. He's won absolutely everything you can win in the game, and good luck to him. He's going to go out to Miami. He's going to do bits out there, and he'll probably end up winning something because that's what he does. I know they're bottom of the league. In fact, let me get the table up. Make sure you smash the like button, people. The standings in the MLS. They are 15th out of 15. So I think they've got, 12 games left maybe? They're not going to win the league. Cincinnati are top. Then Nashville, then Philadelphia. But yeah, they are 15th at the minute. They've got a game in hand over the team that are 12th. If they win that, they go above them. So they can fly up the table. A couple of wins. I'm sure the hype around Messi will be insane. He'll probably score a hat-trick on his debut or something. We know what he's like. The guy is absolutely relentless. But good luck to him, man. Listen, the guy has been the greatest footballer I've ever seen in my life. Yeah, and he's given me some of the greatest moments watching football I will ever have in my life. I'll never see another footballer like him. The way the guy could dribble, the way he could just twist people up, the nutmegs. I mean, this guy literally could nutmeg a mermaid in a telephone box. He is that good. He is that good. He is that silky. Yeah, the burst of pace, prime Leo Messi. And do you know what's mad as well? I've seen this whole guy's career, like the whole career from debut. I remember his debut when he came on. Ronaldinho scooped the ball over. He volleyed it in, and it was offside. Literally a minute later, exactly the same. Ronaldinho scoops it up, Messi scores. And that was kind of passing the baton over from one GOAT to the next GOAT. And I've seen this whole career, man. We remember the Maradona goal. I think that was against Getafe. I think it was Getafe. Yeah, where he's nutmegged two on the halfway line, burst around everyone, done the keeper. Prime Messi. Not even not prime Messi. Even Messi in the World Cup that's not in his prime anymore is a joy to watch. You expect something. He gets the ball, you're off your seat. Yeah, there is no footballer I will ever see for the rest of my days that will come anywhere near close to being as good as Leo Messi. Yeah, he had everything. Left foot, right foot, headers. He could score headers. And anyone who doubts that, go and have a look at the Champions League final. He out-jumped Rio Ferdinand. Yeah, always turns up in the big games. Always turns up on the big stage. Yeah, everywhere. El Clasicos. Hat-tricks for fun. Yeah, that battle between him and Ronaldo every single weekend in La Liga. Ronaldo scores a hat-trick. Cool, I'll go and score 4. That battle was unbelievable. Week in, week out. Add Falcao into that for a little while as well. Unbelievable player, man. Yeah, and I'm so glad that he's won a World Cup because there's a lot of people that chat crap on the internet about, oh, but he hasn't won a World Cup, so me, can't be considered the greatest. Me. Yeah, go and have a look through history of the great players. Yeah, and then see how many World Cups some of them have won. Eusebio never won one. Johan Cruyff never won one. George Best never won one. Did George Best even play in a World Cup? Don't think so. So, do you know what I'm saying? Like, just because he didn't have a World Cup at the time, the guy's won the Ballon d'Or 7 times, probably soon to be 8. Yeah, and he should have won it every single year that he's played football because, as far as I'm concerned, he has been the best player in the world from the day he got into the first team of Barcelona. Unbelievable footballer. You know, the pace, the power, the dribbling, you know, like the goals, free kicks, headers, left foot, right foot, the precision, the power. Yeah, that little burst 10 yards, the nutmegs. The guy was an absolute joy to watch, man. But it is an end of an era. It is an end of an era because now we've got Ronaldo over in Saudi and we've got the little magician over in Miami. So, yeah, European football needs some new people to step up, please. Vinny Jr., Mbappe, Haaland. Come on, we need a new battle, people. We need a new one. And yeah, it's been great watching Messi, man. It's been absolutely great. And sadly, it's over. And it sounds like he's in his head mentally winding down as well. Like he wants to get out the limelight. He's had enough of it now. The last 2 years in Paris, he weren't enjoying it. You know, it's probably draining as well because everywhere you go, yeah, you can't have a normal life. You literally can't have a normal life because everywhere you go, somebody is going to spot you. Somebody's going to want to take a photo with you. They're going to be chasing you down the street. Like when you're that level, like it must be jarring, man. Like, I know they love it. No, I can't imagine they wouldn't love it. But eventually, it comes a point after year after year after year after year that eventually it probably does become a little bit jarring, especially with your kids. You know, you can't go to the park with your kids. Like you can't go shopping, you know, just around the shopping center because the whole shopping center is about you now. Yeah, and you don't really have a normal life. Whereas I think in America, I think it's a little bit more diluted. It's not as intense as in Europe. Obviously, everyone knows who Messi is. And I also see as well that apparently he's getting a share into Adidas or stakes in Adidas or something like that because he is sponsored by Adidas. And apparently he gets a share in Adidas, which if that is true, big up to him because that'd be worth more than the 1 billion that they offered him for 3 years over in Saudi. So big up to Leo Messi, man. Leave your thoughts and feelings on the GOAT. Let me know down below what you think. Has he done the right thing? Yeah, listen, he sounds like he's got a nice heart. He didn't want to go to Barcelona and be the reason why people are taking pay cuts. He didn't want to do that. Yeah, so he sorted himself out. He's gone to Miami. What better place to live than Miami, eh? He's lived in Barcelona, Paris, dump, and now he's going to Miami. Yeah, big up to him, man. Big up to him, and hopefully he smashes it. Let's see when their game is. I think there's a game on Sunday. Let's have a look. Let's have a look, people. Right. Games. Sunday. Yeah, Sunday. They are playing Sunday. Can he play in that game? Is it possible he can play? I don't know. Excuse me. Inter Miami did win the US Open Cup today. That sounds like a golf tournament to me. They did win 1-0. And that's the quarterfinal. So they're into the semi-final. There's a game on 1:30 a.m. my time on the 11th of June. So that's this Sunday, yeah. It'd be interesting to see if that's Messi's debut against New England. If not, the next game is the 25th of June, which is the day after Messi's birthday. There we go. Anyway, have a blessed day. I'll be back again. Make sure you check out the Declan Rice video on the main channel. Make sure you smash the like button on this one. Share the content around. Sub to the channel. Big up for 11K. Road to 20. Come on. Let's get it done. And I will be back on here later this evening as well. So keep your eyes peeled for that. Plenty of videos coming today. So we're going to be talking about Neymar. Why can't he find a club? That'll be back on here. Thomas Partey and Jorginho can leave. That'll be on the other channel. Pedro Goncalves, that'll be on the other channel. And then Declan Rice video will be out as soon as you finish watching this. So plenty of stuff to talk about. Have a blessed day. And yeah, man, the GOAT. Messi is in Miami. Big up to him. Adios.